So I'm going to ask you a question. If you were an employer, would you rather hire the person with a bunch of facial tattoos or the person who doesn't have any facial tattoos, no piercings, nothing? Um, for most cases, sadly, employers would rather hire the person with no tattoos, no facial piercings. And to me, that's just absolutely absurd because what if the guy with facial piercings and tattoos can do the job better? Um, I myself have a few tattoos. They're all in places you can't see, but I have four, and I've always wanted a tattoo right here on my neck, and I'm so worried about getting it because what if, like, in the future I'm unable to get the job that I want because I definitely want a professional career. And a lot of the times tattoos aren't seen as something professional, and I feel like that's just not okay. So today in my speech, I wanted to talk to you guys about discrimination against piercings and tattoos in the workplace because it's definitely still something that goes on. It's improved a lot over the years because the stigma against tattoos has improved a lot, but it's still not completely gone because people still have negative connotations when it comes to tattoos. And I'm not sure if you have any tattoos, but you might, and that might just prove my point because you don't look like the kind of guy that would have a bunch of tattoos. But anybody can have a tattoo, and it could mean absolutely anything. Um, One case that I wanted to bring up that was really important to me and really stuck out, and I wanted to talk about it in this speech, is Abby, a good friend of mine in our class. She told me about her boyfriend and when he was working in a kitchen in the summer, how he had to cover up his tattoos. And the kitchen in the summer got very, very hot, and he would complain to her about it and how he has to wear long sleeves. And I just find that insane that somebody would even make him cover up what he put on his body. It's there for a reason. Why are you telling us to cover it up? Um, it's like some people get their parents' names or their siblings' names on their arms and stuff, and then you want them to cover up what's important to them. I just feel like that's something that's completely wrong to do. And even if tattoos are viewed as a thing that is bad, that's because in history, tattoos were only given to slaves and criminals and bad people, but that's not the case anymore. Anybody can get a tattoo. It doesn't mean that you're rebellious or you're rebelling or you're a bad person or you do drugs or alcohol or anything like that. You can just get a tattoo to want to express yourself more. My grandmom's one friend, he's a doctor at Inspira Hospital. She's a nurse practitioner, and she also has tattoos too. But he's a doctor and he has tattoos, and he says how he has to cover them at work, and that's a little bit understandable. I can get that, but at the same time, why does he have to cover them? What what point does that make? You're just making him cover something that he's trying to express about himself. And I feel like that's just so wrong because if I was going up for a job interview against, say, a guy and they didn't give me the job because I was a girl, that's wrong. Just like how it's wrong to not give someone a job because they have tattoos. It's wrong to discriminate people, just to discriminate against people in general. Um, any type of discrimination is wrong because it's putting people, a certain group of people, and stereotyping them and then not liking them for the reasons that aren't even the reasons you shouldn't be liking them. Some stereotypes that still go for tattoos are that it's just wrong. It's wrong to get tattoos, especially if you're younger. And if you're a girl, it's also seen as you're destroying your body. I know my mom has told me that before, that I'm destroying my body if I put tattoos on me. But that's not the case. I'm expressing my body. I'm expressing what I feel on my body. I'm putting art on my body. Um, overall, I just don't see what the point in discriminating against people with tattoos and piercings is, because people with tattoos and piercings are not bad people. Some of them are some of the best people I've ever met. They're not criminals. They're not horrible people. They're just normal, everyday people who want to express themselves. And I hope after like listening to this video, if you were somebody who was against tattoos and against piercings, that you have opened your mind up a little bit more to understanding that tattoos and piercings aren't just something people put on their body for no reason. People put them on their body for a reason, to express themselves, to show something about themselves. And I hope that you got that out of this speech.